Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1. Oh. Check 1 2. Check, check, check. What was that? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. 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 Check 1 2.
WGNC, AM 1450 and 101.1 FM proudly presents Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball is brought to you by GSM Premium Services and Caramont Health. See how we care. Let's take you to the ballpark. It's time for Atlantic League Baseball action on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Honey Hunters Baseball here on the Honey Hunters Radio Network, 1450 AM, 101.1 FM, WGNC, Charlotte, Gastonia. My name is Derek Smith, your weekend play-by-play announcer on the Honey Hunter Radio Network, and I'm glad to be here on this Independence Day as we celebrate our nation's independence, and we also celebrate this team today. On July 4, 1776, our founders signed the Declaration of Independence, and on July the 4th, 2022, we will celebrate as Gastonia officially crowns themselves as the Southern Division champions. They clinched this division a week ago with a 4-0 win over Kentucky. That'll guarantee the Honey Hunters a playoff spot in September. So High Point in here today for the third series of the season against the North Carolina Rockers. These two teams played 6 times between June 3rd and June 12th, home-and-home series over 2 consecutive weekends, with Gastonia winning all 6 games. Honey Hunters trailed High Point 4 games to begin the first series, and by the time they ended the next weekend series, Gastonia was up by 4 games and went on to clinch the division a week ago and will officially crown themselves tonight as champions as we wrap up the first half of the season here on July 4th. Elsewhere today, Kentucky and Lexington have a doubleheader. Game 1 began at 4:30. Those teams play in the same stadium, so they'll just switch dugouts later today and play Game 2 in the Bluegrass State. Also at 4:30 today, Lancaster and York played. Tonight at 6, the Long Island, the New York teams will play each other, Long Island, Staten Island. And at 6:35 tonight, it'll be Charleston and Southern Maryland. So everybody playing their rival today on this Independence Day. Last night, Lancaster defeated Staten Island 6-1. Southern Maryland over High Point 4-2. Kentucky nipped Charleston 7-6 last night. And Long Island edged York last night by a score of 8-7. So here on the last day of the first half of the regular season, Southern Maryland has also clinched a playoff spot, 47-18, ran away with that division a long time ago. Long Island second place at 35-29, 11.5 games out of first place. York is 29-34, 17 games out of first place. Lancaster 28-36, 18 and a half games out of first place. And the expansion franchise, Staten Island, is 18-46, 28 and a half games out of first place. Here in the Southern Division, Gastonia clinched last week, 44-20. High Point 38-27, 6.5 games out as we approach today's final day of the first half. Kentucky 32-31, 11.5 games out of first place. Charleston 26-39, 18.5 games out of first place. And Lexington 23-40, 20.5 games out of first place. Independence Day today, Cowboy Monkey Rodeo on the docket today. That ought to be a blast. Also, somebody's going to win Sundrop for a year. We'll do our fireworks tomorrow night, home game versus High Point, as the city of Gastonia, just to our right, a couple of blocks up the road, will have their fireworks tonight. Our fans likely will get to see those fireworks as they leave the ballpark around 9:30, 10 o'clock this evening. We'll check the starting lineups in just a second and come back for more on the Honey Hunters Radio Network right after this.
WGNC, AM 1450 and 101.1 FM proudly presents Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball. Gastonia Honey Hunters.
All right, back at the ballpark, getting set for an Independence Day ball game here today between Gastonia and High Point. Let's check.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramount Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramount Health Park, GoHoneyHunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is GoHoneyHunters.com. That's www.GoHoneyHunters.com. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC.
All right, back at the ballpark, getting set for an Independence Day special. Gastonia and High Point. We'll begin with the High Point Rockers, who will bat top half of the first inning. Gonzalez will lead off and play center field. Martinez bats second and will be at third base today. Morrison bats third and plays first base this afternoon. Lattimore, the left fielder, will be the cleanup in the 4 spot today. Downs is the DH, hitting fifth. Leidendorf, the second baseman, will hit sixth. Taylor, the right fielder, will be batting seventh today. Mulkey, the catcher, batting eighth. And Alfonso, the shortstop, will be batting ninth. For Gastonia, when they come up bottom half of the first inning, Hurley Rodriguez will lead off and play center field. Jack Reinheimer bats second and plays shortstop. Joseph Rosa, second baseman, will bat third. Zach Jarrett bats cleanup in left field today. Roman will bat fifth and play third base. Reese Hampton, the DH, is in the sixth hole today. Jake Skoll bats seventh and plays right field. Luis Castro plays first base and bats eighth. And Alex Holderbach is behind the plate today, and he will bat ninth. Gastonia sends to the hill today Jerry Keel, 4-2 record, ERA of 4.3. He's worked 11 games this summer, pitched 54 innings, 31 runs allowed, 66 hits given up. He has struck out 34, and he has walked 19. Just acquired today by High Point Liam O'Sullivan, and he will immediately get the start for High Point today. He is a righty, pitched for Lexington last year, and Somerset in 2019, posting a 2.96 ERA with a record of 7-9. Umpires Calvin Baker, Justin Burton, and Marcus Neal today, our three-man crew, as the managers meet at home plate to exchange lineup cards. First pitch scheduled for 6:15, not too far away from that. And we will get you underway. Let's pause for another break and come back, and hopefully we'll be right at first pitch. This is Honey Hunters Baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Be back right after this.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Don't miss.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a lot of love in your heart for the grand old game, hosting a player for the season is a great experience with a ton of perks. Call Brady Salisbury at 704-874-1810 for more information. That's 704-874-1810. The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com. Your home for Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450 and 101.1 FM, WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, as a public service, here
fantastic acoustic guitar, national anthem here at the ballpark on Independence Day, July 4th, 2022. Gastonia all white today, bright white, very bright white with the almost fluorescent yellow caps, while High Point with the High Point, the American flag montage on their uniforms, gray pants, red, white, and blue tops. As Jerry Keel begins his warm-up pitches, and we'll be set to go in just a second. 90 degrees at first pitch, lots of shade here at the ballpark. If you're within voice, come on out, plenty of seats. Love to have you out here on Independence Day, and let's not only celebrate our independence as United States citizens, but also celebrate the first half of the season, which will be officially won tonight by the Gastonia Honey Hunters. High Point managed by Jamie Keefe. Frank Viola is the pitching coach. He was the 88 Cy Young Award winner and the 87 World Series MVP with the Minnesota Twins. Meanwhile, Goose Gazzo skipper for Gastonia, Reggie Harris, the pitching coach, and Chuck Stewart tutors the hitters. Defensively, Holderbach behind the plate here in the top half of the first inning. Castro is at first base. Rosa is at second. Reinheimer is at short. Roman is at third. Zach Jarrett in left. Hurley Rodriguez in center field. And Jake Skoll is in right field. Toss it down to second base, and we should be underway in just a second. Just a little bit after 6:15, our scheduled starting time. As the fans begin to settle in here at Caramont Hill Park, 800 West Franklin Boulevard in the Fuse District of Gastonia, the Franklin Urban Sports Entertainment District here on this side of downtown. Leading off, Jay Gonzalez, center fielder, batting on the left side against Jerry Keel. Keel once again 4-2, 4.3 ERA in 54 innings and 11 appearances in 2022. And Keel set to go. 6:19 first pitch. In there for a ball. Count 1-0. Gonzalez out of San Diego, California. University of Mount Olive here in North Carolina. Diamondbacks AA farmhand at one time. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 304 down left field, 400 center field, and I believe it is 326 down the right field line. Keel stares in. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, low in the strike zone. Count goes to 1-2. Keel from Palmdale, California, 6'6", 240. Went as high as the Padres AAA franchise. This ball's foul down near first base, out of play. And the count remains 1-2. So fireworks here tomorrow night on Tuesday. Fireworks just a couple of blocks up the road here in downtown Gastonia. They've got lots of activities happening just up that way. Hopefully see some fans filter down this way. Swung on and missed, and Gonzalez strikes out to begin the ball game. 1 away for Michael Martinez. Martinez from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, San Lorenzo High School there in the DR. And he did play with the Cleveland Indians in Major League Baseball. He's a right-handed hitter. In the red, white, and blue today. Keel's pitch. Hit foul down the first base side, out of play. Count 0-1. But they put an extra dose of Clorox on those uniforms for Gastonia because they are bright, bright, bright white. Almost shining in the sun here this afternoon. And with the yellow caps, almost a fluorescent look to this Gastonia team today. Hit on the ground down to second. Rosa to Castro, 4-3, 2 away. Brings up Logan Morrison. Morrison from Kansas City, Missouri. Maplewood Community College there in the Show Me State. Major League experience with the Brewers. He's a left-handed hitter, bats with 2 out, top of the first inning. No score here at the ballpark on this Independence Day. And the last day of the first half of the regular season. Tomorrow we start back at 0-0. Pitch low for a ball. Count 1-0. Fans begin to filter in and get their seats and back from the concession stands. Should be a big crowd tonight on July the 4th. What better place to be than at a baseball game on Independence Day? Wouldn't want to be anywhere else today. There's a strike right down Broadway. Evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpire and the catcher in the shade batter and pitcher in the sunshine. That'll change as the afternoon goes on, as the sun sets down West Franklin Boulevard to our west. Here's the pitch, swung on, got a piece of it, but nonetheless the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lattimore would hit next if Morrison gets aboard, the first baseman. Once again, Holderbach behind the plate, Castro at first, Rosa second, Reinheimer short, Roman third, Jarrett left, Rodriguez center, and Jake Skoll is in right field. Keel from the stretch. Kicks, here's the pitch. Got a piece of it. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is the beginning of 7 straight games against High Point. 2 here Monday, Tuesday. 2 at their place midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. Then back at Gastonia Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow's game will be in the second half of the season, as will the remainder of the games this week against High Point. Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. Evens the count up at 2-2. Third time these teams have played in a series this season. 6 previous matchups, all won by Gastonia. Swung on and missed, got him. 1-2-3 go the Rockers in the first half of the inning with a couple of strikeouts for Keel. So nothing doing. Gastonia comes to bat on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back after this.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill.
All right, back at the ballpark, bottom half of inning number 1. No score here at Caramount Health Park. Gastonia and High Point today, July 4th. Hurley Rodriguez leads off and plays center field, followed by Jack Reinheimer, the shortstop, who bats second. And then second baseman Joseph Rosa will bat third. Liam O'Sullivan just picked up yesterday by High Point. Played at Lexington last year, Somerset in 2019 prior to the COVID year, which was wiped out. So he's right into the fire here today, pitching on Independence Day for his High Point Rockers. So here comes Hurley Rodriguez. Out of Venezuela. Tigers AAA farmhand. Colon, Venezuela, bats on the left side. Defensively, Mulkey behind the plate, Morrison at first base, Leidendorf at second, Alfonso is at short. Martinez at third, Lattimore left, Gonzalez center field, and Taylor is in right field today. So here comes the pitch from Liam O'Sullivan. There's a strike in there to Hurley Rodriguez. Hurley batting .259, 3 homers, 16 knocked in with 12 bases stolen. First pitch to him is a strike. He's behind 0-1. Pitch hit up the middle for a base hit. So leadoff hit for Rodriguez has something going for Gastonia here in the bottom half of the first inning. Now Jack Reinheimer out of Charlotte. Shortstop bats next. Jack Reinheimer. Playing the MLB with the Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Right-handed hitter. With a man aboard, nobody out, bottom half of the first inning. First pitch in there, a strike to Reinheimer. Jack batting .285, 7 homers, 39 RBI, and he has stolen 26 bases. He's been busy on the base pass. Throw back to first base, check the runner. Rodriguez back underneath the tag as Reinheimer steps out. Steps back in. He is ready. Here's the O'Sullivan pitch. Hit to center field. Coming in is Gonzalez. He'll make the play. 1 away. Rodriguez stays put at first base. So 1 out in the inning. Brings up Joseph Rosa. So Rosa bats, a man aboard, 1 out in the inning. Throw back to first base. Rodriguez is there. First pitch. In there, a strike. Count goes 0-1. Rodriguez has got a bit of a lead. Time called. I don't think that pitch will count. This is WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Gastonia, Charlotte. Also at GoHoneyHunters.com. And WGNC on the TuneIn app. Count 0-1. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Evens the count up at 1-1. Rosa batting .338, best on the team, among the league leaders. 11 homers, 52 knocked in, and 7 stolen bases. 1 away, a man aboard. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, throw it on the second base. Got him. Rodriguez erased at second base on the 4-6 putout. So 2 away. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two 6 putout. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. To Joseph Rosa. Here's O'Sullivan's pitch. Swung on and missed. Count 2-2. So Hurley led off with a single to center field. Reinheimer flew out to center field. And then Rodriguez thrown out 2-6. Second out of the inning to leave nobody on base for Gastonia. Rosa from New York. Low for a ball. Count will be full 3-2. We await the payoff pitch. Rosa went as high as the Mariners AAA organization here in Gastonia this summer. Hit to right center field. Coming in as Taylor makes the play. Had to run a little bit. Made the easy play anyway, and that will end the Gastonia first inning. No score, Caramont Health Park, July 4th, 2022. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Hey kids, have you seen it? Better yet, have you tried it? It's the new look Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. The Watson's Kids Zone is new and improved with a slide that I've heard can give you a view of Charlotte. Allegedly. It is the best game day experience possible, and you can find it at Caramont Health Park during every Gastonia Honey Hunters game. The new Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Your home for Honey Hunters Baseball, AM 1450 and 101.1 FM, WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte.
Top two here in Gastonia, no score, High Point and the Honey Hunters. It will be hitters 3, 4, and 5. Check that, 4, 5, and 6. Lattimore, Downs, and Ladendorf against Jerry Kill, who worked a perfect first inning with a couple of strikeouts. Here's Lattimore, the left fielder. First pitch, a ball. Quincy Lattimore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Middle Creek High School in suburban Raleigh. Here's the pitch to him. It's low for a ball. Count 2-0. Played AAA in Mexico. That was his highest matriculation in professional baseball. He's a North Carolina kid. Hit on the ground down to second. Here's Rosa deep in the hole. Easy throw to Castro, 4-3. One away. Brings up the DH, Jerry Downs. Downs from Columbia, South America. St. Thomas University. AA Red Sox farmhand. Bats on the left side. It's a little bit of shade comes over the ballpark here. Sunshine, but lots of clouds. We'll probably see that today. Hit to first base. Should be an easy play, and it is for Castro. 3 unassisted. 2 away. That's 5 retired in a row by Keel to get things underway here today. Now Tyler Ladendorf. Park Ridge, Illinois. Howard JC in Texas. Played with the Cubs at Wrigley Field. So Keel off to a good start. A couple of strikeouts, some ground balls, what you like to see. Nothing through the infield yet. Here's the pitch. That is a ball, and the count is 1-0. Not a lot of wind today. Normally it blows out in left field. It's kicking up a little bit, but not like we normally see. But that's where a majority of the home runs end up, that short porch. Got to get over that fence. Fence is two different heights out there from left field to left center field. That's where the flag posts are, and they're blowing a little bit that way to the northwest. Here's a 1-1 pitch low in the turf for a ball. And it's 2 balls and a strike. High Point, the 4th best hitting team in the league at 269 collectively. 74 home runs, 14 triples, 113 doubles, and 47 stolen bases. Count goes 3-1. Infield back. Playing down straight up. Here's his pitch. Hit on the ground again, but gets through the hole on the right side into right field for a base hit. So that is the first hit allowed by Keel. First rocker base hit of the afternoon. Brings up the right fielder, Taylor. Adam Taylor from Lawrence, South Carolina. North Greenville University, just down Interstate 85, about 2.5 hours or so. He will hit with 2 out and a man aboard. Top of the second inning, no score. Here's the pitch. Hit right to the shortstop. Reinheimer, diving stab, saves a base hit, and that will end the top of the second inning. No score from Gastonia Independence Day ball game. Back after this, Honey Hunters Radio Network and WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramount Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramount Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Bottom 2 in Gastonia. No score. Hitters 4, 5, and 6. Jarrett, Roman, and Hampton. O'Sullivan allowed a leadoff single to Hurley Rodriguez, who was then thrown out 2-6 in the first inning. And here is Zach Jarrett from Hickory, North Carolina. Played collegiately at Charlotte for the 49ers. Went as high as the Orioles AAA franchise. He is the son of NASCAR legends Dale Jarrett and grandfather Ned Jarrett. Here's the pitch, low for a ball. Decided to pursue a different area. I'm sure he grew up around the racetracks of this area, however. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, chop foul. His father, Dale, did make an appearance in town a couple of weeks ago, last homestand against these High Point Rockers. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Batting .261, 6 homers, 30 RBIs, and he swiped 18 bases. Back out of play, right side. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, a bit of shade in the ballpark. We'll see it come and go today. O'Sullivan stares in. Here's his pitch. Chop foul at the plate again. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cowboy Monkey Rodeo tonight. I have not yet seen the monkeys. I'm sure they're getting ready somewhere. They may have their own dressing room. Not sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That should be a hoot. Here's O'Sullivan's pitch. Popped up, right field. Going back is Taylor. Underneath it, makes the play. 1 out in the inning. F9 brings up Roman, the third baseman. Luis is out of Ponce, Puerto Rico. Went as high as the Padres AAA team. Batting .255, 9 home runs, 32 knocked in, 8 stolen bases here in the first half of the season. We'll start back at 0-0 tomorrow. High for a ball. One ball and no strikes. O'Sullivan's pitch. Low for a ball. Runs the count to 2-0. Gastonia 20-11 at home, 24-9 on the road. High Point about the same, 24-13. Their road record not quite as good. They're at 500, 14-14. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Had a 10-game losing streak late May, early June. Righted the ship, then won 8 consecutive games. And had it not been for that 10-game losing streak, we may be playing for the division here this afternoon. Instead, Gastonia locked it up a week ago and will officially win it here tonight. There's a strike. Count is evened at 2-2. Playoffs the last week of September. Division winners in from both halves. Could be the same teams, could be 2 different teams. Low in the strike zone, swung on, struck him out, 2 away for the DH, Reese Hampton.
That brings up your designated hitter, number 3, Reese Hampton.
There has not been playoff baseball in Gastonia, professional baseball playoffs in Gastonia, since, the 80s, 90s? Somebody said 89 maybe with the Gastonia Rangers was the last time there was pro baseball in this town at the old park down the road, Sims Legion Park. Rangers had a team here. That team moved to Hickory. They were owned by former Hornets owner George Shin. He took that team, sold them to a Hickory group. And the Crawdads are still in Hickory today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That missed, looked good. We're kind of at an angle. We can see high and low, but can't see inside out. Count 2-0. But professional baseball has been played in this town since the 30s. That's low for a ball. 3-0. Some of the guys that came through the Gastonia Rangers included Juan Gonzalez, Pudge Rodriguez, and Sammy Sosa. Tons of other guys. Kevin Belcher, Tug McGraw, Mike Hargrove, I think, managed here, did he not? Yeah, that's what I knew Hargrove's name came up somewhere. Rob Nin, closer for the Cincinnati Reds later in his career. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Hit sharply to right field down the line. Taylor over, makes a running play near the Tyndall Ford sign. And that is just an out. Had to go a long way. Did Taylor. That'll end the inning on the F9. So we have played two complete no-score High Point and Gastonia here on Independence Day. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and right now they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
All right, Derek Smith back with you at the ballpark today. July 4th edition, Honey Hunters Radio Network. Hitters 8, 9, and 1. Mulkey, Alfonso, and Gonzalez against Jerry Keel, who's allowed just one hit with 2 strikeouts through 2 innings today. A bit of rain, yet the sun is out. Fans will scatter a little bit and maybe find some shelter. We'll see if this will hold up play or not. And there were some scattered showers in the forecast today, so not really surprised. Heat of the day, 90-some-odd degrees. You know how that goes here in the South. But just a very light rain right now as we speak, and we will play on. Of course, we do have artificial surface here, which is a blessing. You get a good rain down here in the afternoon in the South, it'll just wipe out a game in about 15 minutes. The field will be gone. Standing water, flooded dugouts at the old place down the street. But I think this is not going to last very long. Let's hope. 0-2 is the count to Mulkey, the catcher. Low for a ball. We'll see how much longer the umpiring crew lets this one go on. Maybe coming down a bit heavier now. But no clouds, no thunder, no lightning. Just a small afternoon shower, heat of the day. Count is 1-2 to Mulkey. Pitch to him, back up against the fence. Dakota Mulkey out of Goffstown, New Hampshire, Southern New Hampshire University. Been fortunate not had a lot of bad weather here at the ballpark for home games. I don't think we've had any kind of delay or anything for weather that I've been a part of. Maybe a weekday game that I was not here for. But nonetheless, good weather here. That's back out of play. Count remains 1-2. 0-1-0 for High Point, 0-1-0 for Gastonia through 2 innings today. Teams 1-2 in the division. Here's the pitch. In the turf for a ball. Evens the count up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maybe slacking up just a little bit, which would be good news in the immediate future. That's high for a ball. And he walked him. He lost him on the 3-2 pitch. So first walk issued today by Keel. Giovanni Alfonso. Right-handed hitter. From Caracas, Venezuela. Grew up in Florida. University of Tampa. Met single-A farmhand. And we were told by our director of broadcasting that Chuck Stewart coached Giovanni Alfonso. I think the rain is done. A little bit, but not much. Just a little teeny tiny bit. Swung on and missed, one in the dirt. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. There were some bad thunderstorms to our east in Charlotte yesterday. Knocked some power out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit down to third. Couple of bounces. Throw over to first base. Roman. And there will be an out in the inning. Mulkey advanced down to second base on the throw. So 1 out, 1 on. Alfonso thrown out 5-3. Back up for Jay Gonzalez. He struck out to begin the game. Saw where Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, underwater. Flooded. That tropical storm that skirted the coast day before yesterday. I saw some people in some floats down by the boardwalk. Literally in floats. Count 0-1 to Gonzalez. Squared to bunt, got by the catcher. That'll advance the runner. Mulkey goes down to second base. Count will be 0-1. On the wild pitch, Mulkey's down at third base. Gonzalez batting .297. He's knocked in 14. Stolen 7 with no home runs. High chopper to the first baseman. Foul ball. Fair ball? Very slow signal by the umpire. So Gonzalez out 3 unassisted, but a run comes in, and it's 1-0 High Point. Mulkey came in after walking, getting to third on a wild pitch, and then the ground ball out, 3 unassisted, to Castro. Here's Michael Martinez. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Martinez batting .303. He's knocked in 17. Swiped 3 bases. He's got 2 home runs. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike to Martinez. Keel fires a strike in there, runs the count to 1-2. Everybody making their way back to their seats. Our staff drying off their seats for them. And that ended quickly, thank goodness. Counts even up at 2-2. What do they say in the South when it rains in the sunshine? Devil beating his wife? Whatever the heck that means. 2-2. Here it is. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. That'll be strike 3. That'll end the inning. But High Point plates a run to lead Gastonia. To the bottom of the 3rd inning will go. 1-0 Rockers. Back after this, Honey Hunters baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC.
Well, the rodeo finally came to town. Not cowboys, but monkeys, as they are roaming center field, led by a pack of goats. And this is absolutely hilarious. The monkeys just holding on to their furry friends. They're riding canines to the sounds of Ghost Riders in the Sky. Appropriate music for our Cowboy Monkey Rodeo at the ballpark. And it doesn't get better than that on Independence Day 2022. That's real entertainment. I have seen it all. Seen it all. That guy out there doesn't want to leave. Trying to round them back up. It's like herding cats, you're right. The only thing I've seen that would maybe equal the Monkey Rodeo would be when Colorado came to Athens, Georgia for a football game, and I got to see their big guy run down the sideline before each half. He made the 2,000-mile trip from Colorado to Athens, Georgia, and that was well worth the trip to see their big animal run down the sideline, but this is something else. Now, two of the Cowboys have hunkered down and does not want to leave left field. Now they'll make their way to the left field corner. And that is it. And they deserve a big round of applause. Cowboy, monkey, rodeo. That is worth the $8. All right. Back to the ball game. Bottom third, 7, 8, and 9 due for Gastonia. They trail High Point 1-0. Rockers played it a run last half. Skoll, Castro, Holderbach. Jake out of Woodstock, Georgia. Yankees AA farmhand, hitting .230. 11 homers, 25 RBI, 17 stolen bases. And here is the pitch from Liam O'Sullivan, just called up yesterday, signed by High Point. First pitch in there, a strike to Jake Skoll. Jake, a football player for his home state Bulldogs a couple of years. Late 90s. Former first-round pick. Two-sport star. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Defensive back for Kirby Smart. Count goes 1-2. Some fireworks in the distance. Boy, sound like downtown Beirut last night in my neighborhood. Here's the 1-2. Leans out, down to second, 3 hopper, over to first base in time. Leidendorf to Morrison. 4-3, 1 away. Luis Castro now will stand in. Also out of Venezuela. Went as high as the AAA Brewers organization. Batting .255, 4 homers, 18 batted in, and 7 stolen bases. So bats off to a bit of a slow start for Gastonia. Normally they're a fast starting team. 0-1 the count. Gastonia bats .262, 7th best in the league. 69 home runs, 5th best. Here's the pitch. Little looper to right field coming on. Can't get to it is Taylor. That'll be a base hit. Into right field. Second hit for Gastonia today. Brings up the catcher, Alex Holderbach. 13 triples, 115 doubles, and 146 stolen bases. That is tops in the league. The next closest in stolen bases is Lancaster with 82. Talk about a 60 stolen base difference between 1 and 2 in this league, which is incredible. Alex from Fairfield, Ohio, hits one to center field. Coming on is Gonzalez. Should make the play. Diving the last minute. 2 out in the inning. Back up for Hurley Rodriguez. Gastonia gets on and they take off. They are a running team, which gives them a lot of RBI opportunities and hitters up and down the lineup. So 1 on, 1 out. Couple of hits for Gastonia. Nothing across the plate yet. They trail 1-0. So we hear more fireworks in the distance. Throw back to first base. Hurley's in there. He is a stolen base candidate. Hurley signed by the Phillies in 2011. Slices it down toward the rocking chair section. Played the Mets organization 2015 in Frisco, Texas, 2016 in Trenton, New Jersey. Was with us last year. Batted .271, knocked in 85, 23 homers, and 30 stolen bases. An outstanding season last year. I can see why they brought him back. He's behind 0-1 in the count. Chance to move Castro along the base paths. Try to get something going here. Pitch to him. Leans out. Down to second. Should end the inning. And it does. So we've completed 3. Gastonia trails High Point 1-0 here on Independence Day. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a love for the grand old game, then hosting a player this summer is a great experience with tons of perks. Call me, Brady Salisbury, at 704-874-1810. That's 704-874-1810.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
All right, back at the ballpark, Caramont Hill Park, Gastonia, North Carolina, 800 West Franklin Boulevard, here in the Fuse District, the Franklin Urban Sports Entertainment District, a redevelopment project of downtown Gastonia, just to the west of U.S. Highway 321. Some kind of odd man contest down there going on, I think. So top of the 4th inning, hitters 3, 4, and 5 for High Point, leading this game 1-0. Had a little bit of brief rain, but played on through it. It's since left the area, for now at least. Some fireworks in the distance already. And we're not yet to dark. This is Logan Morrison. Struck out his first time up. Takes a ball. 1-0. Logan was picked by Miami in the 22nd round in 2005. 1-0 pitch. Check swing, didn't go. 2-0. Made his debut with Miami on July 27, 2010 against San Francisco. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Spent 2020 with Milwaukee. He's ahead 3-0. See if he's got the green light here. Career .238 hitter, 426 knocked in, 142 home runs. And he will walk on 4 straight pitches. Second walk issued today by Keel. Brings up Quincy Lattimore. Quincy batting .255 here in the first half. Here's the pitch to him. Down to third, fair, behind the bag, strong throw, and Castro can't squeeze it in. So Morrison down to second. So it brings up Jerry Downs with a couple on and nobody out. They've already got the 1-0 lead, trying to expand that here in the middle innings against their North Carolina rivals. Looks back at second. Runners not being held. Infield back. Chopper foul. Past the first base bag. How to go is an E5. Lattimore to first base. Downs batting .278 on the season. He's knocked in 36, 9 homers. Stolen 1 base. RBI chance here for the Rocker designated hitter. They're all in red, white, and blue today. Low for a ball. Counts even 1 apiece. This Gastonia staff has been outstanding this year. Tops in the league in ERA at .364. Giving up 270 runs, 496 hits, 58 home runs. They've been atop the ERA since really almost day one. Here's one fouled at the plate. And the count is 1-2. You look at the totals. Gastonia's allowed 270 runs. High Point 277 runs. A 7-run difference right there between these staffs. And the hits are 496 for Gastonia and 497 for High Point. 1 hit difference between these staffs. And you see why they're 1-2 in the Southern Division. Count is 1-2 to Downs. Grounded out to first base his first time up today. Runners on first and second with leads. That's in the turf for a ball. Sends the count even at 2-2. Keel looks back at second, swung on and missed. And down on strikes goes Jerry Downs, 1 out in the inning for Tyler Ladendorf. Out of Howard College, he was drafted 3 times by the Mets in '06, the Giants in '07, and the Twins in '08. Had a single in the second inning. Low for a ball. Then made his debut with Texas, April 8, 2015 versus Oakland. Played last year with the Chicago Cubs. had one at bat. Counts 1-0 to him. Here is Bam, our fearless leader. What's up, bro? Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Ladendorf. That's one cool Badger. Keel stares in. Runners have big leads, not being held. Infield back. Here's the pitch. Runner's taking off. Throw will not be made. Got by the catcher. And now Lattimore will take off and go to second base. He was not stealing. Morrison was. It was not a double steal. Morrison got to second on the stolen base. And then Lattimore down on the pass ball. So the count is 2-1 to Ladendorf with runners in scoring position. 1 out in the inning. They lead Gastonia 1-0. Here's Keel's pitch, low and away for a ball. That'll send the count to 3-1. Swung on and missed. Count is full, 3-2. Payoff pitch in the offing. It's a big pitch right here for Keel. It's on the way. Got a piece of it. Count remains 3-2. Another payoff pitch on the way. Going to call that a double steal. However, it did appear to me that Lattimore did not take off until the ball went past Holderbach. I clearly saw Morrison take off, but we will call that a double steal anyway. 3-2 pitch coming to Ladendorf. Runners at second and third. Here's the Keel delivery. Ooh, he pulled that one down the third base line. It almost hit his base runner. And you could see that Morrison was like, whoa. That was a missile. Went right by him, between he and the third base coach. Yet another 3-2 pitch. And here it is. Low for a ball, walked him, bases loaded. So Keel in a mess here. But there was an E5, a couple of walks, a double steal, and that'll do it to you. So Taylor, the right fielder, with the bases full, trying to break it open early. Put a little pressure on Gastonia here. Final day of the first half of the regular season. Here's the Keel pitch. Swung on and missed. Taylor just acquired. He's played in just one game before today. He did have a hit in that game, which I believe was yesterday, as I was told. Pulls it foul, first base side. Count 0-2. So he's just getting his feet wet in this league in 2022 here at the midway point. Game 61 of 132. I forgot to note that on my book, game 61. Here's the 0-2. That's hit deep right field. Let's see. Is it fair? No. About jumped out my seat. I cannot see that far corner of right field. I lost it anyway when it left the bat. We got an overhang here, and anything high in the air, you're going to lose. Thankfully, the umpire said it was a foul ball. Pulls it foul again. Chopper past the first baseman, Castro. Count remains 0-2. But we've got our official scorer, Dave Hodges, here, and he's a second pair of eyes. Colton Miller from Major League Baseball also. Got a three-man crew in here today. 0-2 the count to Taylor. He's had a couple of nice plays in right field already today. Here's the keel pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top 4, Caramont Hill Park. July 4, 2022. Here's the 1-2. That's low for a ball. I've done Legion baseball on July 4th. I've done summer collegiate wood bat games on July 4th, and now professional baseball in this city. And I'm excited to be here today. Count is even, 2-2. Bases full of rockers. Here's the pitch. That's hit to center field. Rodriguez, bat near the middle automotive sign, makes the play. Runner will tag from third. They'll throw to third to keep anybody else from advancing. Sack F8 makes it 2-0 High Point. RBI for Taylor. Plates Morrison, who led the inning off with a walk. Brings up the catcher, Mulkey. Runners on first and second, but we do have now 2 out in the inning. Mulkey just 6 games in the books, batting .053, trying to get going. Hit a couple of runs behind the plate today. Galeno is the other catcher. Might see him tomorrow. Keel's pitch, hit foul past the first baseman. So he pulled the ball from the left side of the plate. Count 0-1. So Keel trying to get out of a jam here in the 4th inning. Here's his pitch to Mulkey. That's hit in the center field, going to drop in for a base hit, rounding third. Coming home and scoring will be Lattimore, and it's 3-0 High Point. Base hit RBI single for Mulkey. Ladendorf down to second. Single RBI for Mulkey brings up Giovanni Alfonso, the shortstop, in the 9-hole, who was thrown out third to first in the 3rd inning. Gio batting .297, very respectable. He's knocked in 14. Not a home run hitter. Pokes one down to first. Not sure what to do with it, and everybody's safe. Castro looked at second. Nobody was covering the bag. Couldn't get to first on the 3 unassisted potentially. Looked home. Nobody was going home. They're safe all around. That's a base hit. As odd as it may seem, that is a base hit. So runners on all three bases again in this inning for High Point. Back up for Jay Gonzalez, 0 for 2. Kill laboring in this inning. First pitch in there is a strike. Gonzalez played at Auburn and at Mount Olive here in North Carolina. He was drafted 3 times. Boston in 010, Texas in 013, Baltimore 014. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Leans out, ground ball, down to second. Where you go? Nowhere. Runs in and scores. It's a base hit. Little swinging bunt. So Leidendorf in to make it 4-0. Mulkey to third. Alfonso to second. Gonzalez RBI. Base hit. Alfonso had an RBI too, correct? Correct. Okay, so we'll make sure. I didn't have that one marked down. So 3 straight singles with RBIs. And it's 4-0 High Point. Here's Michael Martinez. Swung on and missed. Almost a golf shot swing. He's behind 0-1. Mikey drafted by Pittsburgh in 14 and Boston in 16. Here's the pitch to him. Made his debut with Philadelphia April the 3rd, 2011 against Houston. Career 194 hitter, 42 knocked in, 6 home runs in the bigs. Pulls this one foul. Played in Cleveland in 2017. Also in Tampa that year. Counts 1-2 to him. Base is still full for the 3rd time in this inning. Leans out and strikes out, and that'll end the inning, but 9 men come to the plate. They plate 3, take a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th we will go. Gastonia Trails here on Independence Day 2022 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best-looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Hey kids, have you seen it? Better yet, have you tried it? It's the new look Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. The Watson's Kids Zone is new and improved with a slide that I've heard can give you a view of Charlotte. Allegedly. It is the best game day experience possible, and you can find it at Caramont Health Park during every Gastonia Honey Hunters game. The new Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Your
Bottom 4, Gastonia trails by 4. Just 2 hits through 3 innings. Liam O'Sullivan signed yesterday, on the hill today, off to a good start to his 2022 season in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. So, Honey Hunters have got some work to do here in the middle innings. This is a good hitting team. I don't think anybody worried about it right this second. Had to come from behind a couple of nights ago on the road at Lexington. They trailed 10-5 on July 1st at Lexington. Ended up winning 12-11 in 10 innings. Had a 5-run 8th and a 2-run 10th to come from 5 down after 6 innings of play. Jack Reinheimer leads things off. 2, 3, and 4 here in the 4th. Reinheimer, Rosa, and Jarrett. Check swing. Don't think he went. He did. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jack out of East Carolina. Drafted twice out of high school by Atlanta in 2010. 5th round pick from Seattle in 2013. Debuted with Arizona August the 1st, 2017 against the Cubs. 2 major league years, 2017 with Arizona, 2018 with the Mets. Career 143 with a stolen base. Hits this one deep to center field. Gonzalez is there near the Belmont Abbey sign, and there's 1 out in the 4th inning. Joseph Rosa has been the club's top hitter since day 1. Among the league leaders as well. Was April's Player of the Month. He is 3rd in the league in hitting, behind Harris of Southern Maryland and Kelly Dugan of Lancaster. Chopper, foul. Rosa tied for 7th in home runs with 11. 6th in RBIs in the league with 52. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. Missed inside for a ball. Count even 1-1. I'll be back with you tomorrow night. Game 2 of this quick 2-game series. Off to High Point Wednesday and Thursday. Voice of the Honey Hunters, Brian Rushing, has got the road games. He's got all 61 road games here in 2022, including Wednesday and Thursday. Leans out, down to second. Should be an easy catch and throw, and it is. 4-3 retires Rosa, 2 out in the 4th for Zach Jarrett. I'll be back with you this weekend for another 3 games against High Point, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Brian Rushing off to Lexington, Kentucky, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And I'll be back with you against Lexington a week from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I got the next 8 home games. I'm really looking forward to that. Here's Jarrett. As it turns out, I just had 10 games in the first half, but 20 games in the second half. My schedule here on weekends was backloaded. Mike Glennon's got the weeknight home games here at the ballpark. And Brian Rushing's got the road games. He has been up and down the East Coast already this season here in the first half. 30-something times. Count 2-0 to Jarrett. Pitch to him. Pulled it left field down near the Planet Fitness sign for a base hit off the wall. Going for second. He'll leg it in there for a double. First extra base hit for Gastonia here on the afternoon. So they trailed it 4-0. Now Luis Roman, the third baseman, who was a strikeout victim in the second inning. So something doing here for Gastonia, albeit 2 out in the inning. Got to take what you can get, and they'll take one here with a base hit into the outfield. Roman pulls it foul down the right field line, out of play. Luis collegiately at Texas Wesleyan. Padres picked him up in the 23rd round of 2015. Went to their AAA affiliate in El Paso in 2018. And then played last year in the Independent League at Tri-City and Kane County, where he hit .303, knocked in 43, 8 homers, and 8 stolen bases. Here's the pitch to him. High in the air, pop fly, third baseman back behind the bag makes a play to end the inning with a man on second base. So that double by Jarrett, all for naught. And we will play 4 innings now with Gastonia trailing it 4-0. Back after this, Honey Hunters Radio Network on WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Little dueling banjos. Bam, our mascot, and our Director of Operations, J.R. Murdoch. Dueling Banjos, written by Arthur Smith of Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, Keel struggled last inning. Gave up 3 runs. Will pitch the fifth rather. And it should be Morrison, Lattimore, and Downs in this inning. Rockers have got the 4-0 lead here in the middle innings off of 4 hits. There was an error, a couple of walks, double steal in that fourth that helped them along the way in that inning. Just 3 Gastonia hits so far. Count 1-0 to Morrison. Here's his pitch. He's got some major league experience. Slow for a ball, 2-0. 7th meeting this season between these two North Carolina rivals. Gastonia won the first 3 at their place, Truist Point, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here's a 2-0. Hit the first baseman, Castro. He says, I'll take it. He does. That'll be a 3 unassisted. So 1 away. Came back the very next weekend, which was my last time here at the ballpark, June 10th, 11th, and 12th. Won all 3 of those games. So 6 straight wins in June against High Point. They went from 4 behind High Point going in that first series, coming out of the second series, led High Point by 4 games. An 8-game flip over 1 week, and Gastonia holds on to clinch the first half-division title. Quincy Lattimore got aboard on that E5. That was an easy throw that Castro couldn't squeeze in, and that really began all the damage. You get that out, and things could have been a whole lot different. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Big home run cut for Quincy Lattimore. Quincy, Pittsburgh picked him up in the 4th round in 2007. Played in High Point last year. 297, 21 knocked in, and 6 home runs. He's behind 1-2 in the count here in the 5th inning. Pitch to him on the ground to Reinheimer at short. Little hop, skip, and a jump and a throw, and that's a 6-3 put out. 2 away for Jerry Downs. So game 61 of 61 in the first half. Gastonia clinched a week ago. Officially win the title tonight. First pitch in there for a strike to the rocker designated hitter. Trail at 4-0. Here's the pitch. He fouled one away, nubbed it toward the Gastonia bullpen. And the count is 0-2. Joey Chestnut wins his 7th straight, 15th overall Nathan's hot dog eating contest, 63 in 10 minutes. Closest only ate 43, and that's a lot. Hit by the second baseman in the center field for a base hit, and Downs is aboard with 2 out in the inning. And I bet he's got indigestion as we speak. Wow. That is something else. Always a July 4th thing to check out early in the morning on ESPN from Coney Island, New York. Here's Tyler Ladendorf. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch, a ball. With 2 out and a man on. 1-0 the count. Pitch popped, hit the top of the plate and bounced over the catcher's head, and down to second base goes Jerry Downs. Going to be a wild pitch. Bit of everything here today so far. We're only halfway through. Downs down at second, infield back. Keel stares in. Looks at second. To the plate he comes with the pitch. It's low for a ball. And it's 2-0. Fireworks tomorrow. 2-day July 4th celebration. 4th and the 5th here at the ballpark. Very fortunate to get a home game on July the 4th. Here's a strike. Was there a home game here last year on Independence Day? Not sure. I don't have last year's schedule on me. Don't remember. Yeah, I don't either. 2-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Chopped it to the plate, foul. Count goes even 2-2. Wind picking up a bit in left field. Kind of makes you wonder what's out there. Scattered showers in the forecast. A bit of rain here already today, just a light rain, played on through it. No clouds, no thunder, no lightning, just a little afternoon drizzle. Here's the kill pitch. Hit on the end of the bat down to Reinheimer. Over towards second, throws him out. 6-3 to end the top of the fifth inning. So we are halfway home. Gastonia trails at 4-0 on Independence Day. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey, guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555. Moss Realty.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Bottom five in Gastonia. New pitcher is John Hayes for High Point. Here in the bottom half of the inning. Hayes, a righty, 6'6", 225 pounds from Denison, Texas. Played for the Shockers of Wichita State. Continues his warm-up pitches, throw down to second base. He'll be set to go in just a second. And for Gastonia, it should be Hampton, Skoll, and Castro in the bottom half of the fifth inning as the Honey Hunters trail at 4-0. Hayes has got a 2-1 record, 3.91 ERA in 25 innings, 22 hits allowed, 15 runs, with 9 walks. Takes over for Liam O'Sullivan, who was just signed to the club in High Point yesterday. Had a nice performance to get his feet wet in the league in 2022. First pitch fired in there to Hampton is a strike, 1-0. Flew out to right field his first time up as Taylor covered some ground and made a running play out there near the line. Popped him up this time into center field. Gonzalez not too far over underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now Jake Skoll. Skoll, a first-round selection by Texas in 2010. Sells real estate in the offseason in the state of Georgia, his home state. Played football over at Athens for Kirby Smart a couple of years. First pitch in there is a strike. He's behind 0-1. Skoll homered 2 nights ago at Lexington, but he's going to be thrown out here 4-3. It was his 11th home run of the season to go along with a couple of RBIs in that 10-6 win in Kentucky a couple of nights ago, but he is thrown out 4-3 for the second out of the inning. And now here is Luis Castro. Right-handed hitter. One of Gastonia's only 3 hits of the day came in the 3rd inning. It's 0-1. Here's the Hayes pitch, swung on and missed. Hayes took the loss and fell to 2-1 on June 10th. Here at the ballpark, it was a 7-6 win for Gastonia. They trailed that game 6-0. Had a 6-run 5th, came from behind to win. And after giving up a bunch of runs early, Walden retired 19 in a row. Finished out that game. He has since been promoted and is in the big leagues as we speak. Count is 1-2 to Castro. Popped it up, back out of play, right side. It'll be a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Bullpen up for the Honey Hunters. Got some activity down there. And the count is 1-2 to the Venezuelan. Swung on and missed. Oh, I got a piece of it, I think. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpire out to talk to Hayes. His time has been called. Not sure what that discussion was about. So play is back in with 2 out in the inning. Not a lot happening for Gastonia. 2 singles, a double, all left stranded. Trail here 4-0. Here's the pitch. That's hit to center field. Gonzalez back over near the sun drop sign. However, Taylor comes across and makes the play to end the inning. And in order go the Honey Hunters in the bottom of the 5th as they trail 4-0 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Back after this.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a public service, here's a little vocabulary lesson for all the parents out there. The word is drip. Means cool, trendy, or hip. Where do Honey Hunters fans find their drip? Your fashion destination in the gas house is at the Honey Hunters team store at Caramont Health Park. Put some swag in your bag at the Honey Hunters team store. Hashtag drip season. Seriously, I have no idea what drip season means.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Top 6, Caramont Health Park here in Gastonia. Derek Smith with you today on this Independence Day special edition of Honey Hunters Baseball. Honey Hunters trail it 4-0. Keel on to pitch here in the 6th. Had a rough 4th. Gave up 3. 9 men went to the plate. Had a better inning last inning. See if he can hold it where we're at 4-0 and go from there. Should be the lower third due, Taylor, Mulkey, and Alfonso. Taylor had a sac fly that began that 3-run inning in the fourth off a Keel. Top of the hour, WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM, Gastonia, Charlotte. Honey Hunters Radio Network, streaming at www.gohoneyhunters.com and WGNC on the TuneIn app. Welcome those of you who watch the video on YouTube along with our audio. A lot of guys out there this afternoon. Michael Thayer among them. Blazer Bobcat from Albany, Georgia. I lived in Tifton, Georgia. Not too far from Albany. My first job out of college was in Southwest Georgia. Mr. Blazer Bobcat. David Alexander out there, too, in video land. All right, Taylor. 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Count is 1-0. Keel's pitch. It's a strike. Keel's last decision was a loss June 29th here in town against Kentucky. Gave up 9 runs, 8 hits in 2.2 innings and allowed 3 home runs as the 3 unassisted is completed by Taylor for the first out of the 6th inning. Before that, Keel's last victory was June 4th at High Point. Gave up a run, 5 strikeouts in 6 innings of work at Truist Point. Pitching from behind here today, 4-0. This is Mulkey, the catcher. He was not with this team last time they were in town 3 weeks ago. But they did make some acquisitions yesterday. Not only did they sign Liam O'Sullivan, they activated right-handed pitcher Jonathan Crawford, who we did see in that series a couple of weeks ago. Hit into right field for a base hit over the first baseman's head. So 1 out, 1 on for Gio Alfonso. Here comes Goose Gazzo. And this could be all for Jerry Keel. I think it is. He's going to give him the clap, take the ball, and that will be the end of the day for Jerry Keel. So we'll take a break, come back, tell you about the next Gastonia pitcher after these words on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a lot of love in your heart for the grand old game, hosting a player for the season is a great experience with a ton of perks. Call Brady Salisbury at 704-874-1810 for more information. That's 704-874-1810. The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Jerry
Keel's day is done. Work 5.1. 4 runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 3 base on balls. Gives way to Ezekiel Zabaleta from Bolivar, Colombia. Played in the Rays AAA organization in his major league career, so he will take over. He was just acquired a couple of days ago, and I think this will be his season debut. We'll check it and see, but I think it is. Well, they show him with 1 game, 1 inning, a hit, 2 runs, his Caramont Health Park debut. Pitched on the road in Lexington this past week. So he will pitch with an out, a man on. Top of the 6th inning, and Gio Alfonso at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Ezekiel signed with the Mets in 2015. Played with Durham, AAA, in the Tampa organization in 2021. He was also in Bowling Green that year in Tampa's single-A organization, where he went 6-4, 4.15 ERA, struck out 64. He's ahead 0-2 to Gio Alfonso. Back out of play, Castro giving chase, but I think it's going to hit the stands, and it does. Bullpen. I need a window right here. So count remains 0-2. Top 6, Gastonia trailing 4-0. Trying to get things going here today on the last day of the first half of the regular season, as they are South Division champions. Will be so officially after tonight's ball game. Clinched a playoff berth a week ago, Tuesday. That's hit into center field. Could drop in. Let's see. Diving play. Rodriguez couldn't squeeze it in, but a heck of an effort out there in center field. Down to second goes Mulkey. On the base hit by Alfonso. So back up top of the order for High Point center fielder Jay Gonzalez, who knocked in a run in the 4th inning. High Point all in red, white, and blue today. The High Point Rockers, which is homage to the furniture industry in the High Point, Thomasville area of North Carolina. People come up from all the world to the furniture markets in High Point. First pitch is a ball, low, 1-0. By Ezekiel Zabaleta, who is out of South America. (1-0), skied it toward the bullpen, Gastonia side, near the pavilion over there, where the Wilson family is having a reunion today. We welcome the Wilson family here. That's the first time we've had a reunion at the ballpark. We've had company outings and such, but they brought the whole family out here today. And if you would like to bring your family out here, please contact the box office. 704-874-1810 for ticket information for your group. Count even, 1-1. Here's the pitch in the dirt for a ball. And the count is 2-1. Tomorrow is 2 for Tuesday, by the way, and buy one, get one free on the tickets. So we will celebrate the 4th of July again tomorrow on the 5th with our fireworks demonstration here. Count 2-1. Here's the pitch. Hit it to left field. Going back is Jarrett. Jarrett is going to watch this one go over the Daimler sign for a 3-run homer. And that'll extend the lead to 7-0 for High Point. Gonzalez, a 3-run shot here to break this thing open. 7-0. 3 RBI homer. Really does some damage to Gastonia's chances today. Home run number 75 on the season for High Point. Comes here in Gastonia. Here's Michael Martinez, 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts as well in his battery. First pitch is a ball to him. So Zabaletta's home debut off to a rocky start. Slices this one back over the Gastonia bench, dugout. Count is even 1-1. Pitch to him, low in the zone, swung on and missed. Martinez offered, came up empty. He's behind 1-2 in the count. Nice crowd here today on July the 4th. Most of our box seats are occupied. Hit right back up the middle. Reinheimer behind the bag at second. Throw in time. Yes. Two out in the inning. Brings up Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 with a walk, a run, and a stolen base. And there's a strike. 0-1. Big left-handed hitter. Ezekiel's pitch is low for a ball. Count 1-1. What is a honey hunter? It's a badger. Exactly what it is. It's a badger. Chopper down to second. There's Rosa. Over in time, 4-3 ends the 6th inning, but not before a Gonzalez 3-run shot makes it 7-0 High Point, and we'll come back for more on the Honey Hunters, a Badger Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Bottom 6 at the ballpark. Gastonia down 7-0. John Hayes on to pitch his second inning. Had a perfect 1-2-3 in the 5th after giving way from Liam O'Sullivan. Some more fireworks in the distance as we approach dusk, and I imagine that'll kick up a notch or two. Should be 9-1-2. Holderbach, Rodriguez, and Reinheimer. So they've got some work to do. They've had a couple of come from behind wins this season, so it is within the realm of possibility. Pull this one off tonight, but they got to get something going here in the 6th inning. Holderbach flew out to center field his first time up today, and he'll try to get things going now. Skies this one high in the air. See where it's going to go. Right field. Taylor's there. One pitch, one out. Hurley Rodriguez, 1 for 2, caught stealing in the first inning. Just 3 Gastonia hits and an error. Not the recipe for a lot of success. First pitch in there is a strike to Rodriguez. Here's the Hayes pitch. Down the line, left field, out of play, and Lattimore will not give chase. And it's 0-2. We'll start back at 0-0 tomorrow. Play 61 more games in the second half. And I suppose we'll have half statistics and overall statistics. See how that works out. That's hitting high in the air once again. Gonzalez coming in, shallow center field, and there are 2 away in the inning.
That brings up your shortstop, Jack Reinheimer.
Jack Reinheimer 0 for 2. Probably hadn't had too many 0 for 2s at this point this season. He's been awfully good. First pitch outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Low and away for a ball. Makes it 2-0. .6:15 first pitch tomorrow night against these guys. 6 o'clock airtime on the Honey Hunters Radio Network, 1450 AM, 101.1 FM, streaming at www.gohoneyhunters.com and WGNC on the TuneIn app. Runs the count to 3-0. See if he's got the green light here. Here's the Hayes pitch. It's low, walked him on 4 straight. 2-out walk brings up Joseph Rosa. Rosa signed by Seattle in 2015. 2019 played for the West Virginia Power in Charleston in the Sally League. They've now got a team in our league, the Dirty Birds. And in 2021, played at AAA Tacoma, Single A Everett in Seattle's organization in Washington, and hit .253, knocked in 43, 9 homers, and stole 22. Here's a pitch to him. Slices it toward the rocking chairs, and count is 0-1. Top hitter on the club really since the beginning of the season, and among the top hitters in the league. Out of NYC, Big Apple. He's got a man aboard with 2 out in the inning. His team trails at 7-0, back up against the backstop. Count will go 0-2. Bottom 6. Not a good game so far for the home team. Pitch misses, 1-2 the count. 7-8-0 for High Point, 0-3-1 for Gastonia. Bats have not yet come alive. Will they, I guess, is the big question here on the way out. Low for a ball. And it's 2-2. Rosa had a 2-run homer against Kentucky on June 30th. That was his 11th. Also knocked in 3 that afternoon. That one missed. And it's full 3-2. Get a payoff pitch in a second. Here it is, payoff pitch. Swung on and missed and got him on strikes to end the inning. And again, nothing doing for Gastonia here in the 6th. They trail at 7-0. So we go to the 7th inning on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a lot of love in your heart for the grand old game, hosting a player for the season is a great experience with a ton of perks. Call Brady Salisbury at 704-874-1810 for more information. That's 704-874-1810. The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Getting late in the night, trailing 7-0, top of the 7. We'll stretch next half here at the ballpark on Independence Day 2022. Got some fireworks a couple blocks up the street in downtown Gastonia in just a little bit. Probably see some of those. Fireworks here tomorrow night. Get your tickets, www.gohoneyhunters.com or the box office tomorrow afternoon. I think it's a BOGO tomorrow, 2 for Tuesday. Buy one, get one. Lattimore, Downs, and Ladendorf. Zabaleta out for inning number 2. Not a great start to his home debut as he gave up a 3-run shot to Gonzalez to extend it to a 7-0 lead. First pitch low for a ball. And it's 1-0. Slapped up the middle for a base hit. Over the bag at second. Leadoff single for Lattimore. Hit number 8 for High Point. Hit number 9. Okay, you're right. They put it up in there, and that was 8 before that one. Now it is number 9. I thought they put it up there a little bit quicker, but they did not. Got a pinch hitter in the DH spot. Downs is erased. Brings up Joe Johnson. So here's Joe Johnson. First pitch in there is a ball. Johnson batting .500 in 14 games, limited duty, but a good average in that limited opportunities. Listed as a pitcher, right-hander, 6 foot, 185 pounds from Benson, North Carolina. Played at High Point University there in High Point, North Carolina. He's behind 2-0. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. Johnson 0-2 on the mound this year in 8 innings. 13 games, 11 innings. 13 hits, 12 runs, but he pinch hits here in the top of the 7th inning. His team leads Gastonia 7-0. Here's the pitch, slices this one back up top, and it goes to 2-2. On this day in baseball, July 4th, 1939, Lou Gehrig's number 4 is retired, and he gave the luckiest man on the face of the earth speech at Yankee Stadium as he retired from baseball. I remember Gary Cooper in the movie Pride of the Yankees portraying Lou Gehrig. That's my best memory of that speech by the Iron Man of baseball, Lou Gehrig. That was on this day in 1939. Count is full to Joe Johnson. Zabaleta's pitch. He hits this one deep. He hits this one high. He hits this one to the left field, and he hits this one at the track, caught by the center fielder near the Daimler sign. 1 away. Rodriguez came way over into left center field to make the play. I'll give you a bonus on this day in baseball. The Giants' Juan Marichal, the Braves' Warren Spahn combined for 15 scoreless innings on July 4th, broken up by Willie Mays. Count is 0-1. To Tyler Ladendorf. 1 for 2, walk and a run scored today. Man aboard, 1 out. Here's the pitch, chop foul at the plate. And the count is 0-2. Nothing in 2. We'll stretch next half. Zabaletta's ready. 1 hops the catcher for a ball. And it is 1-2. Taylor on deck. Pitching from a tight stretch. He gets up in there real tight. That's back out of play. Kind of drops the shoulders. Has the glove real close up to his chest. Out of the stretch. Count is 1-2. The bottom of the hour, WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Gastonia, Charlotte, Honey Hunters Radio Network, streaming at www.gohoneyhunters.com and WGNC on the TuneIn app. Here's a pitch in the dirt again for a ball. Sends the count even, 2-2. Down 7-0 in the 7th. Pitch, he pulled that one foul. Rolls down toward the Gastonia bullpen. Count remains even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. An out, a man on. Top 7. Zabaletta's ready. Here's his pitch. 1 hops again. Having a tough time with his location right now. And the count will be full, 3-2, payoff pitch on the way. No activity in Gastonia's bullpen as we speak. Back out of play over top of us. Another 3-2 pitch in the offing. Leans one out to center field. Over is Rodriguez on the run into left center field. Makes the play. That'll keep Lattimore at first base and make it 2 outs in the inning. Here's Adam Taylor. Gastonia 3-0 in July. Wins against Kentucky. Or at Lexington, rather, in Kentucky. 12, 11, and 10 on Tuesday. 10-6 on Wednesday. Check that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then won yesterday 10-5. Seems like it's the weekend, but it's Monday. you know. Count is 1-0 to Adam Taylor. Sack F8, knocked in a run in the fourth. Low for a ball. And the count is 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Down by a touchdown. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed as he went one-handed on that one. That'll make the count 2-1. Ezekiel's ready. Another chopper at the plate. Attendance tonight, 2916. 2916, the attendance here on July the 4th. We appreciate those who came out today and hope you'll come back tomorrow and again all season long. Count is even, 2-2 to Adam Taylor. Again, he chopped it at the plate. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Counts even. Man aboard, but there are 2 out in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a Zabaleta pitch. Outside for a ball. Count goes full, 3-2. Get a payoff pitch in a second. Mulkey would bat next. High Point catcher. Had a good day. Couple of hits, an RBI. Walk and a run. All in the 8 spot. Chops it down to second. Over there is Rosa. 4-3 ends the 7th. Gastonia trails at 7-0. We'll pause now. A 7th inning stretch at the ballpark. Get up and stretch your legs. We'll be right back.
As of right now, I'll say it's 10. Yeah, for now. Well, obviously it has to be because this guy ain't thrown in the starter camp. Yeah.
After that job, just being free.
Yeah. she did not know the history of the game. Like I said, not only could Dylan spell, but I mean she couldn't pronounce names. I mean, yes, she was cute, but I mean, everybody's going to start somewhere. But new pitcher, yes, Nathan Bates.
All right, bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher, Nathan Bates. Hayes gives way to Bates. Trailing 7-0. Jarrett, Roman, and Hampton. First pitch in there, a strike. Back out of play. Bates, a righty, 6'8", 235 pounds, out of Jackson, Mississippi. Played at Georgia State University in Atlanta. Count is 1-2 to Zach Jarrett. Jarrett, Roman, and Hampton do this inning. Bates, no decisions on the season. ERA of 3.97 in 11 games. 11 innings worked. 14 hits allowed. 5 runs given up. Walked 4, struck out 13. Strikeout 14 for him now as Jarrett walks back as he's the victim of the strikeout for Luis Roman. Roman, a grand slam last night. 5 RBIs, his 9th homer. Hit a grand slam at Lexington yesterday afternoon. Roman offers at the first pitch, and it's hit down to second base. He's thrown out 4-3 for the second out, so a quick couple of outs here for Bates in relief of John Hayes in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now brings up the DH, Reese Hampton. First pitch in there, a strike to Hampton. Hampton played for the Charlotte 49ers. Detroit selected him in the 12th round in 2018. Bounced around their organization with 5 teams between 18 and 19. And he played here with us last year, batting .350, knocking in 27, 10 homers, and 10 stolen bases. Count is 0-1 to him. He pulls this one foul out of play, right field side. And it's 0-1. Count is 0-2. Strike him out. In order go the Honey Hunters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3. A couple of strikeouts as Bates comes in relief and does his job. We'll go to the 8th inning, and Gastonia trails at 7-0 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Top A, Caramont Health Park on Independence Day 2022, last day of the first half of the regular season. Game number 61. We'll officially be division champions after tonight's game. Start tomorrow 0-0 in the second half. And we trail here 7-0 in the 8th inning. New pitcher Sam Bordner here in the 8th inning. So Bordner takes over from Zabaleta. Bordner, 6'6", 275-pound right-handed pitcher from Columbus, Ohio. Eight and 4 on the season, 2.97 ERA in 28 games. He's been the workhorse. He's pitched 36 hits given up, 16 runs. He has walked 9, struck out 28. Eight, 9, and 1, Mulkey, Alfonso, and Gonzalez here in the 8th inning. Here's the Bordner pitch. Pitched in the ACC at Louisville. Marlins drafted him in the 16th round in 2018. Played in the Low Southeast League, including Jupiter, Single A, and the Florida Marlins organization last year, where he went 3-0, ERA 1.3, and struck out 30. He's behind 1-0 to the catcher, Mulkey. A couple of hits for him today. RBI, walk, and a run scored. Pop this one up high in the air over in the foul territory. Roman trying to get it. He does. Out near the bullpen. One out in the 8th. Brings up Gio Alfonso. Couple of finals for you. Kentucky over Lexington in game 1 of the doubleheader. 2-1. Game 2 must be underway. And Lancaster beat York 3-1. Long Island blanking Staten Island 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Charleston over Southern Maryland 4-3, bottom of the 7th. 7-0 here at Caramont Health Park in Gastonia. High Point on top of their North Carolina rival. And here's Gio Alfonso. Waits the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Gio Alfonso. High Point shortstop. Pitch, chopper, down to third, slow rolling ball, one-handed by Roman, and he'll throw him out. Five-3, 2 away. Brings up Jay Gonzalez, 3-run homer, last time up off of Zabaleta. That broke it open. Made it 7-0. For the local fans, Atlanta leads St. Louis 6-1, top of the 4th inning. And here's Gonzalez. Low for a ball. 1-0. And only 6 more outs for Gastonia to get 7 runs to keep this one going. Tough task ahead. Low for a ball. Count runs 2-0. Bordner behind. Bordner with the most decisions on the team with 8 wins, 4 losses. 12 decisions. He has pitched the most innings for Gastonia, both as a starter and as a reliever. He's behind here, though, 3-0 to Jay Gonzalez. Taken all the way, and he missed. And Gonzalez to first base on 4 straight pitches. Mikey Martinez 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts, 2 ground balls. Hitless on the afternoon. Bordner's last decision was a win on July 1st at Lexington. His last loss was on June 18th at Lexington. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Low for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Bordner also has 2 saves on the season. A little bit of everything for Bordner this year. Here's his 1-1, back out of play. And it is 1-2. Braves obviously chasing the Mets in the division. Mets got good news last night. Jacob deGrom struck out 5 of the 6 batters he faced in a rehab start at Single A Port St. Lucie last night. Threw 18 of 24 strikes. Two-time Cy Young winner has not pitched since July 7th, 2021. Almost a full year since deGrom pitched in the majors for the Mets, and the Mets surely will need him to hold off the Braves second half of the season. Max Scherzer with a rehab start this week as well, and he spent $7,000 on lobsters and steak for his teammates at Port St. Lucie. Bought them all our buds. Binghamton, that's up the middle for a base hit, over the bag at second. So Martinez aboard. Down to second goes Gonzalez. Two out hit, 2 men on for Logan Morrison. The Mets get those 2 guys back and healthy and pitching well. They will be tough to chase down for Atlanta. But they've got a series coming up, I believe, next Monday. So some head-to-head games between those 2 division rivals, 1 and 2 in the Eastern Division of the National League. Count is 1-0. Morrison 0 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base and a run scored. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's the strike. Evens the count at 1-1. So Bordner, the third pitcher to toe the rubber today for Gastonia. Trying to keep it where it's at. Try to come from behind from a 7-run deficit. Here's his pitch. Swung on and missed. Big home run cut by Morrison. How to run the count to 1-2. Two out, but 2 on. Morrison digs in. Pitch, chopped it at the plate, foul. Count remains 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Former Milwaukee Brewer steps out, takes a couple of swings. Left-handed side of the box. He seems ready, as is Sam Bordner. Gonzalez and Martinez with leads, not being held infield back. Here's his pitch. Low for a ball. He missed. Sends the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning. Gastonia trails at 7-0. Slices this one back over the Gastonia dugout. Count remains 2-2 as Morrison making Bordner labor in this at bat. We'll do it again, 2-2. Hits this one high in the air, right field, going back against the fence. His Skull makes the catch and the track to end the inning with the F9. Bottom of the 8th will go. Gastonia trails at 7-0. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a public service, here's a little vocabulary lesson for all the parents out there. The word is drip. Means cool, trendy, or hip. Where do Honey Hunters fans find their drip? Your fashion destination in the gas house is at the Honey Hunters team store at Caramont Health Park. Put some swag in your bag at the Honey Hunters team store. Hashtag drip season. Seriously, I have no idea what drip season means. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramont Health Park, GoHoneyHunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is GoHoneyHunters.com. That's www.GoHoneyHunters.com. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC.
Bottom 8 in Gastonia. Got to get something going here. Trail at 7-0 against High Point. Top of the hour, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Streaming at www.gohoneyhunters.com. And WGNC on the TuneIn app. Lower third due, Skoll, Castro, and Holderbach. Skoll up against the fence, fouled it. Nathan Bates on to work another inning for the Rockers in their red, white, and blue today on Independence Day. Both the Marlins and the Nationals had some Independence Day jerseys and hats on today in the nation's capital. They played an early game at 12, I guess to get everybody out of there for all the festivities around there tonight at the National Mall. That was an early game today. First game on the docket was at high noon. And the Marlins beat the lowly Nationals. Swung on and missed. Count goes 2-0 to Jake Skoll, the Georgia native. Former first-round pick. Played a little football over in Athens for the Dogs. Some fireworks off in the distance. Those are not the official Gastonia. Those are some rogue fireworks. We got our official Gastonia fireworks a couple of blocks up to our east. The Rotary Pavilion in downtown Gastonia. And some gypsy fireworks. That's hit down the line. Left field coming over is Lattimore. That's off the fence. That's in play. That'll be a stand-up double for Jake Skoll. Luis Castro now with a man aboard, nobody out, bottom of the 8th inning, trying to get something going. One base at a time when you're down by 7. Would like to close out the first half with a win as they officially take the division crown tonight after clinching a playoff berth a couple of days ago. Here's the pitch. Got a piece of it. Count goes 0-1. Nonetheless, there will be playoff baseball in Gastonia in September. That'll be my first baseball in September. Normally we've all checked out for football by then, but we will be playing baseball in Gastonia in late September, and I can't wait. Get to look forward to it the next 61 games as Castro gets plunked back of the shoulder, hit by the pitch, so the hit batsman goes down to first base. Brings up Alex Holderbach. Holderbach played at Eastern Kentucky. Houston selected him in the 16th round in 2018. Spent 2018 Single A Tri-City, 2019 Quad City Single A. Last year in Corpus Christi and in Asheville with the Tourists. Hit 225, knocked in 38, hit 13 home runs. What if that ball carries a little bit more in Asheville than it does down here? Think it does? I was watching the Rockies play this week, and, of course, they're talking about that there, and, of course, we know that. But I wondered about Asheville. They're not quite a mile high, but they're up there. Here's the 0-1 up against the netting, and the count goes to 0-2. The fireworks have begun just over a stand of trees in left field across Long Avenue in Gastonia. Getting the celebration underway a little bit before dark, just after 9 o'clock. Here's the 0-2. We'll change the speed pitch, 74 miles per hour. Holderbach didn't offer. Took a ball, 1-2. We've got our fireworks tomorrow night. We'll light the skies above the ballpark tomorrow once we wrap up the game against High Point on July 5th. 1-2, slapped it out to first base, down to second, get one there, cross to first, not in time. Skoll to third. Castro thrown out 3-6. Holderbach aboard on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners. One out for Hurley Rodriguez. Chopped at the plate. I guess my favorite July 4th story is that of John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. They both died 50 years to the day that the Declaration of Independence was signed. Adams on his deathbed says, at least Jefferson survives, not knowing Jefferson had died earlier at Monticello in Virginia. They were adversaries who became friends by writing letters late in life. Down to second, across to first. They didn't get it that time either. But they got the lead runner. Skoll's in, 7-1, finally on the board here in the 8th inning. So Holderbach retired 3-6 with the Rodriguez fielder's choice. 3-4, 3-6. 4-6. Right, 4-6, you're correct. The other one was 3-6. So here's Jack Reinheimer. Swung on and missed. Jack is 0 for 2 with a base on balls. I believe Lewis and Clark set out for their expedition on July the 4th to find the Northwest Passage. One ball, one strike. Bates' pitch is low and away for a ball, and it's 2-1. Finally get a runner across here in the 8th inning. Long time coming. Probably a little too late. But stranger things have happened. Charlotte native's pitch is low and away for a ball. He takes it. Count goes 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Rodriguez at first base on the fielder's choice. Tried to turn double plays twice and got the front end but not the back end. A couple of chops down to Martinez. Low throw, but he got him. 5-3 ends the 8th. But Gastonia on the board finally. Trail it 7-1 to the 9th inning we will go. Down by 6 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramount Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and right now they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSM-since-1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Top 9, new pitcher, Jake Skoll. You heard it correctly. Jake Skoll in from right field to the mound, and he will pitch the 9th inning. Reese Hampton takes his spot in the outfield. This will be Jake Skoll's debut on the mound in 2022 for Gastonia in mop-up duty. Bordner's night is done. Gastonia trails at 7-1 here in the 9th inning. Should be Lattimore, the DH spot, and then Ladendorf for the High Point Rockers. First pitch in there for a ball. 80-mile-per-hour fastball. Second one hit up the middle for a base hit. So we shall see how this goes. Lattimore singles up the middle. DH spot. Johnson was in there last time. Is he back up there again? Xander Wheel. in the DH spot to hit against Jake Skoll. Xander Will hitting .287. He's knocked in 54. Pops this one up, back out of play. It'll be 0-1. Xander played at Vanderbilt. Minnesota picked him up in the 12th round in 2015. 2019 was in Rochester, the Minnesota Twins AAA team. Last year played at Minnesota's AAA team, St. Paul. Hit 120, knocked in 4, hit a home run. Count is even 1-1. Offers it this one up against the backstop, and it's 1-2. I mean, we've seen position players pitch all the time. I mean, it is what it is. But it happens for certain reasons. I'm not sure why we're doing it tonight. That slap down the right field line, fair. Rounding second, going to third. Coming around home, going to score. That is Lattimore. Scores from second base rather, on the single by Xander Wheel to make it 8-1. Double, excuse me. And he did score from first base, right? So Will with a stand-up double knocks in a run to make it 8-1. Nobody out for Leidendorf. Saving some pitching for the second half. There's a strike in there by Jake Skoll. In there for a strike, 0-2. I mean, most of these guys were the best players on their teams coming up all the way through, and probably some of them were pitchers. That's out of play, off the strike zone, and it'll be 1-2. Here's his pitch. Chopped it. High chopper to Roman. Can't get it out of the glove. And Leidendorf's aboard. Will stay put at second. So 3 straight hits surrendered by Jake Skoll. Brings up Adam Taylor, the right fielder. Ooh, that one was pulled foul out of play, but man, he got a piece of it. Count 0-1 to Taylor. He knocked in a run back in the 4th on the sac fly. That's low for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Right at 3 hours of game time today as we begin to wrap this one up. In the top of the 9th inning, 8-1 High Point. That's hit high in the air left field. Let's see, is it going to stay in? Jarrett's over there near the Bug Buster sign. Will make the play at the track. One away for the catcher, Mulkey. Mulkey, a couple of hits tonight. An RBI, a walk, run scored. Good night in the 8-hole. Takes one low for a ball. And it's 1-0. As the sky really begins to light up here around Gastonia. Low for a ball. And it's 2-0. Two and 0, pulled it, foul, right side. Count 2-1. Back on the air tomorrow at 6 o'clock for Game 2 of this 2-game set against High Point. 6:15 first pitch. Go to High Point Wednesday, Thursday. Back here Friday, Saturday, Sunday against High Point. Pulled that one foul. I've got them all for you on the Honey Hunter Radio Network, 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Looking forward to it. Two pitch high for a ball. Count goes full, 3-2. We've got our fireworks tomorrow night once we wrap up the game. Popped him up out of play. Ramon giving chase, but it's in the stands. Another payoff pitch on the way. There was one over there. Really lighting up the sky. Hit the center field. Rodriguez right there, steps back a couple of steps, makes the play, 2 out in the inning. So Jake Skull, always remember July 4, 2022 is the night he made his pitching debut of 2022 for the Honey Hunters. He's really a jack of all trades. Played football at Georgia, first-round pick in baseball, got his real estate license in Georgia, and now pitching on Independence Day. And that's low for a ball. Count is 1-0. Pulls that one foul down toward the bullpen. Nobody's down at the bullpen, by the way. They're going to let Skull finish this out. Tomorrow, Riley Hovis against Evangelista for High Point. Local kid, Riley Hovis. That's high for a ball. And it's 2-1. Low and away. Riley will try to improve to 5-2 tomorrow. Starting pitcher for Gastonia. Swung on and missed. Against Evangelista, looking to go to 2-1. That's hit high in the air once again. Rodriguez back, makes the play. The 9th inning is in the books. Jake Skull, tip your hat to him. He came in a tough situation, but got 3 outs. The bottom of the 9th will go. Last chance for Gastonia, trailing it 8-1 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Stick around for it.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramount Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Your home for Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450 and 101.1 FM. WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte.
Bottom 9 for Gastonia, last chance, trailing at 8-1. Last game of the first half of the regular season. Independence Day edition of Honey Hunters baseball. New pitcher for High Point, William Kerwin, righty, 6'5", 200 pounds from Aldie, Virginia. University of Pittsburgh Panther pitcher. Pitched the 9th inning to Rosa, Jarrett, and Roman scheduled. So, got some work to do here in the 9th inning. This High Point staff has limited Gastonia to just 4 hits, which would be well below their season average. It's been a good hitting club all year long, hitting for average and for power, but not tonight. High Point's come to play. Maybe a little bit of a statement for High Point as we begin the second half tomorrow, and we'll start it 0-0. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Curran, no decisions. Just 2 games this year for High Point, 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs. Did not begin the season with High Point, but joined them recently. Count is even, 1-1 to Joseph Rosa. High and away for a ball, and it's 2-1. So we celebrate Independence Day, but not much celebration here at the ballpark tonight. Trailing at 8-1. Low. Count goes 3-1. But a great accomplishment for Gastonia here in year 2 to clinch a playoff spot before the end of the season, guaranteeing playoff baseball in Gastonia for the first time since the late 80s in the professional ranks. Low for a ball. Walked him. Leadoff walk of the 9th inning is Joseph Rosa. Now, Zach Jarrett, 1 for 3. Had a double back in the 4th inning. One of just 4 hits for Gastonia. One of just 2 extra base hits for Gastonia. Kerwin, former Honey Hunter. Year 1 here at Caramount Health Park. Quite the turnaround here for this team from last year to this year. Down the ground, flip to second, go to first base. Did not get him. So 4-6 to second, one away. Jarrett Fielder's choice safe at first brings up Luis Roman. Had a grand salami last night up at Lexington. 5 RBI night for Roman. These two teams, the only two teams to lead the division in the first 61 games. High Point overtook Gastonia in May. A little minor slump for Gastonia. Been 6 head-to-head games against these two teams. 3 up there, 3 down here. Gastonia began the first series 4 back. Ended the second series the next weekend 4 ahead, as High Point dropped 10 games in a row during that midst, which helped send Gastonia to the division crown here in the first half. High Point did rebound and won 8 in a row after that 10-game losing streak. So they righted the ship a little bit and played better down the stretch, and we'll see what happens beginning tomorrow as we start the next 61 games, the final 61 games of the regular season with a playoff berth at stake. Count 0-2 to Luis Roman. Struck out, popped out, grounded out today. Here's Kerwin's pitch, outside and low for a ball, and the count is 1-2. I wish everybody a happy Independence Day, a safe rest of the evening. Enjoy your night with your family and friends on July the 4th. 1-2, high and away for a ball. Count even 2-2. Inside and low. Count 3-2 full. Two got him to offer, chopped at the plate. Bottom of the hour. WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Streaming at GoHoneyHunters.com and WGNC on the TuneIn app. Trailing here 8-1, bottom of the 9th inning. Closing out the first half of the regular season as South Division champions. Against our North Carolina rival. Into right field, but caught by Adam Taylor. And there'll be 2 out in the inning. For DH Reese Hampton. So it's all up to Hampton to keep this game going. Right fielder, correct. He did move over. He was in the DH spot. Took over for Skoll in right field, as Skoll came to the hill to pitch the 8th inning. Or top of the 9th inning, rather. He's out of Charlotte. Local kid. Played for the 49ers. Low for a ball. Count 1-0. Kerwin's pitch inside for a ball. Runs the count to 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes, bottom of the 9th inning. It's all up to Reese Hampton as the fireworks light the sky outside the ballpark. Hit on the ground, pulled it out of play, and it's 2-1. Jarrett at first base after hitting into a fielder's choice. Infield way back. Jarrett's got a pretty good lead. Here's a 2-1 to Hampton. Offered. Missed. Count 2-2. Hampton, 30 stolen bases. At the top of the list in the league. As the Honey Hunters have the most stolen bases in the Atlantic League so far midway through the season. That one missed low, count full, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Kerwin to Hampton. 2 out in the 9th inning. Walked him. We play on Independence Day. Jarrett down to second. 2 out walk to Hampton. Brings up the former right fielder, pitcher of record, Jake Skoll. Doubled and scored the game's only run in the 8th inning. High and away for a ball from Kerwin. Didn't Jose Canseco pitch one time? That's low and away for a ball. Also had one hit off his head or something, didn't he? Count 2-0 to Jake Skoll. Took a strike. Count goes 2-1. Well, would have been nice to win tonight with the fireworks as the encore. Not to be, though. But a division crown in the first half is something to hang your hat on. Skoll offers. 2-2 now. Count even. Those South Division Championship T-shirts are on the way to the clubhouse store, so be on the lookout for those. Get them here at the game or also purchase them at GoHoneyHunters.com. Pre-order, correct. I think the team got some the other night, and the rest of them are being printed and are on the way to Gastonia. Count remains 2-2 to Jake Skoll. Swung on and missed, that'll do it. Gastonia falls here on Independence Day by a count of 8-1. However, win the division in the South first half, wrapping up a playoff spot come September. We'll wrap up the game in just a moment. Stick around for that. Back after these words on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home